there's a lot of moisture in the air. And it's not because the plumbing was messed up, no. It's just that it suddenly got humid again, and this is taking up too much time. I gotta say, I decided that the other stories, I decided to go with an online backup service, okay? And you hear all these commercials for Carbonite, and so they're spending lots of money on advertising, but apparently there are better services. And the one I decided on was called, I don't even remember what the fuck. Howdy everybody, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system. And today, I got a nice stack of records, half-price books, out of the 50-cent bin. But first, are there some stories? Yes, I got 4 pieces of art to take to the fart art show, ready to go. I'm going to take them up to the gallery on Sunday. They're fabulous. And I don't know what's going on there. It's a bunch of young kids. They're getting down, and it's going to be interesting. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm breaking into this video with this video because I completely forgot a stack of gospel records. See, now you know when you see the crown, I'm talking about the gospel records, and you can fast forward through that part. So I went to Myers today. The only store really. As I went to Myers, I'm pushing my cart around. It's the middle of the day on a Wednesday, so getting around the shopping areas is a little bit easier. There's not that many people in Myers, you know, so I'm just pushing the cart around. I come around the corner to get some OxyClean because, you know, fresh set Tide with Febreze in it, it's just not enough to clean Manic Mark's clothes sometimes because he gets awfully darn sweaty anyway. And there's like 10 Myers employees dressed in all different kinds of outfits standing there, and I'm like, do I even want to go down this aisle? I'm looking to see if there's a cop. I don't know what the hell's going on. Something serious is going on. 2 of them are on a phone, and there's obviously 2 or 3 managers there, and there's some, they're hovering all over. And then I notice in this pack, kind of in the middle of the pack, this woman and her 2 girls. You know, the girls were like 8 or 9, something like that. And I'm looking for the OxyClean, and I don't know if it's where they're like, get out of my way! No, I don't do that. I just kind of push the cart in front of me. And I kind of overhear, oh, well, she slipped and fell on her back. Apparently one of the liquid detergent things was leaking, and she slipped, fell on her back. The 2 little girls were fine. I could even tell which one. Either one of them looked like they had been crying. But you would have thought it was the end of the frickin' world, and the SWAT team was coming down, and the ambulances were going to roar up. Lawyers were going to rope themselves down, dressed in black, with harnesses and ropes, down from the ceiling to get in on the action as soon as they possibly could. So anyway, I'm just going to go through them real quick. It's the Masters Trio. There's 4 of them in the trio. The Masters Trio. These are all private press out of, but not out of Cincinnati for a change. They're out of Georgia, okay. It's the Principals. There's nothing on, it's just the horrible cover. That's the only story now, straight to the records. Bob Ralston. I normally wouldn't pick, he's an organ player. There he is on the back. He's made a number of records, and I normally wouldn't pick them up, but this record, he covers Feelings, Sending the Clowns the Way We Were, and Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. That could be awesome. Look, Tink, it's the Arthur Lyman non-gatefold Yellowbird album. 50 cents. I picked it up today for 50 cents. I've got both this iteration and the gatefold. I'll put this in the trade pile. Now this was interesting. I thought, well, that's, I didn't recognize the name, Peggy Lipton. Didn't recognize the cover. Looked kind of 60s on the back. I thought, it's probably some kind of folk deal, you know. So I set it aside, then I picked it up just before I left and read the notes. And she was the female lead in the Mod Squad, the Aaron Spelling ABC TV series, The Mod Squad. Do you all remember that? I'm sure you do. Anyway, that's going to be interesting to listen to. Here's a terrific cover. Cocktail Hammond, the Don Baker Trio. That's just a fabulous sort of cheesecake cover going on there. Nice photograph. Speaking of organ, Brad Swanson made a great number of records. If you want to be sure to get some cheesy organ music for a video, you got to look for a Swanson. What does he cover here? Nothing that's worth mentioning. It's the Sheltons. Look at the haircut on Mr. Shelton there. Jesus. I'm just going to take a sip of beer. We've done good this summer, not running the air conditioning, but as you can hear, the antique air conditioner is running in the background. It got awfully humid today. Never mind, go on. And I found a Private Press Lounge album. Don Hayes. Autographed down here by Don Hayes. He plays the piano with the Mark 21 Lounge in beautiful Fort Lauderdale. And I bought this for the cover. It's another one of those sterile 50s dining rooms, early 60s dining room, living room, early 60s living room where the family sits around and does really horrible, boring things like the kids aren't going to go crazy. They're not going to want to go crazy. They're just bursting at the seams, ready to go nuts because they're forced to sit around with their parents in the sterile late 50s, early 60s living room, singing Home Sweet Home and Sweet Genevieve with their parents. Oh my God. And here they are again, the Shelton family, sitting at the counter in their kitchen, okay? And here they are in their living room, the Shelton living room. What torture. The Code of the West, it's the Willis brothers on Star Day. This looks good. Wilson Pickett, The Midnight Mover. 1966, Wilson Pickett. This could be a lot of fun. It's a Nancy record on Kid Stuff. One of the track titles is Video Brain. It's from 1982. It seems awfully late for a record, but what the hell? I don't know. CDs came in pretty soon, mid-80s or something like that. Anyway. Hank Thompson, picked up a Hank Thompson for 50 cents. Don't know anything about him. But there he is on Capitol. Nice cover. There's the hair. There's the haircut again, right there. Mr. Shelton's hair. Speaking of nice cover for country music, is this cover, Gunfighter Ballads on Promenade. It's a budget label, but that's a great cover. I think South America, is it Venezuela? I can't tell. I think it's Venezuela. It's Esperanza Marquez. And on Plantation Records, another super budget, oh my God, super budget label. It's Johnny Lee, Party Time. Right there. I didn't know that. Madonna. Mm. 1981, Johnny Lee. I don't know. I've got at least 2 copies of this, but I don't think I have it in stereo. This is a mini fresh copy of The Living Brass, A Taste of Honey. Ooh. This was a fun find. I don't know if it'll be any good or not. But it looks good. Ron Goodman, Music for an Arabian Night. It's just a great cover. And there's some terrific titles, you know. Lou Rawls, Too Much, very clean copy. Lou Rawls, Too Much. And speaking of 60s TV personalities that made records, it's David McCallum. Did I pronounce that right? At least, I don't think I have this one. I think he made 3 albums. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I have at least 2 of them. I don't have this one. But He's a really good arranger composer. And on the inside, there's the poster. He's got it comes with the original poster. This is a nice cover, the Gospel Quartet. What does he do a cover of? He does a cover of Yesterday. A Taste of Honey, speaking of which, Taste of Honey, Yesterday, Downtown, Far Side of the Moon, Insomnia, I Can't Get No Satisfaction. I might have to run a sample from this one. Play a sample, play the musical sample. Peter Nero, I usually pass a hit. Cutting it all out. Here we are, we're back. Peter Nero. I usually pass up his albums, but in this case he's doing pop tunes, including Hey Jude, a cover of Hey Jude, of this kind of, it's the Peacemakers stock cover. And there's the photograph of the Peacemakers on the back. Hugh Montenegro, one of the best space age composers going out there. This is an album of his that sort of fallbacks on an Italian theme. Haven't seen this one, that could be good. This is another great find on Bethlehem, a compilation album that includes these three young ladies. My favorite of all time, Julie London, Chris Connor, and Carmen McRae. Chris Connor. What's that? I can't think of the. There's some weird backstory with her, but I've got one of her albums. I swear I think she started a girly bar somewhere and got hooked on drugs, but she had that one album I've got of hers is really quite good. Jesus Is Coming Soon, the Melanie Singers, there they are in blue, the Melanie Singers. Come spring, it's the George Shelton family. Wait a minute. Is that the same Sheltons? That's a stock cover, but this must be early on. Oh my God, these people have been. This was fun too, promotional album, Capitol Records. It's Ray Anthony, jam session at the Towers, Capitol Record Tower, Ray Anthony. Also, probably from, yes, Venezuela. It's a compilation album, budget compilation album featuring tracks from all these albums. The Fontaine Sisters, just a terrific cover. Nice photograph of the Fontaine Sisters. And something I never ever find. I never ever find any 60s kind of rock records. And on Philips, which is an excellent label, by the way, it's Blue Cheer. Holy, it is. It's the same Sheltons. This is just a very early. That's before Kai Shelton got his 70s haircut. He's still wearing the 60s haircut there. I was very surprised to find a Blue Cheer album. It's the Living Strings plus trombone, Marie. And whoever finds in the 50-cent bin anymore this record, it doesn't happen. I've already got a copy that I bought off eBay because I thought there's no way I'll ever find a copy of it in the 50-cent bin. And I did today. It's Harry Bauer, and his quintet. It's Mouth Mischief, Volume 2. I've got both volumes. This is Mitzi Fresh. I picked it up. It's the Sheltons. Oh my God, there's 4 Shelton albums in here. I didn't know that. There he is again before the horrible haircut. Set him back like $10 plus the cost of a blow dryer. Bill Black in kind of a country, doing a country thing. I can't imagine Bill Black's combo doing any kind of Western take on Western music. And on Philips, it's Woody Herman, Swing Low, Sweet Clarinet. Never mind, I cut all that out. And one of the nice things about collecting as many records as I have is you start picking up on things like Ray Martin conducting a swinging marching band. Well, Ray Martin made a number of great, for RCA, great space age records. And when I got to looking at it, there's a cover of Peter Gunn on this album. So you combine Ray Martin, Peter Gunn, and marching band music, and you don't know what you're going to get, but it has to be interesting. Anyway, that's the end of this. Oh my God, that's something. It's the Owen family. There they are, the Owen sisters. Okay, that could be good. And now for the musical selection. This is local. This is King on King. It's the Shawnee River Boys. It's a gospel album, but it's on King, so I picked it up. And it's the Masters Trio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A cider. A true hard cider. It's an apple product is brewed like a beer. It almost tastes like harder cider. But Angry Orchard is brewed in Cincinnati by Samuel Adams. It's difficult to figure that out, but I did. Why doesn't Myers carry that? I don't know. They don't carry any ciders. I love cider, hard ciders. I forgot the peppers. I had those little, not the hot peppers, but the colorful, they come in the bag, the green, the yellow, and the red. I forgot them. I had some cold corn. I sliced that off and I put it in the salad. And the dressing is a toasted garlic dressing. That's not like one of those creamy, like ketchup. You have to. No, it runs out pretty good. You got to shake it up. That stuff is just amazing with the tomato and the cucumber, cold cucumber, and onions. You always try to put onions in a salad to make it taste oniony. So anyway.